Good morning. It is May 2nd. It's about 7 o'clock, my usual time to get out. And we are on trail. Sleep kind of eluded me yesterday for some reason. And as usual, when you get right to sleep after that, and then it's like, you wake up, you look at the clock, and it's like, time to get up. Could I sleep in later? Yeah. Will I? No. So I get up, get my stuff ready, had my Pop-Tarts, some water. It's like under 4 miles to the store. That's a half-mile off trail, so that's my morning goal. Get to the store and see what they have for grub. So we're on trail. Boy, that's what I'm hiking into at the moment. It doesn't show as bright as it is. I just don't want to put my sunglasses on yet. I was actually hoping the sun would come up on the side of the valley so I could have got a good sunrise picture. You see down there, it's still foggy. She's a swinging. I hear the road up ahead. I didn't think I'd make it that quick. If it's the road where the store's at, maybe I can hitch a ride the half mile. Alright, so now I'm doing a half-mile walk to the store. I don't see anything that looks like a store yet, but there's something way up there. That's probably it. You know, normally I don't do this stuff because it's just, then it's another half mile back to trail, so there's a mile trail walking. But I decided I'm gonna do it. I've been pushing some 20 milers. You'd still push a 20 mile today if the trail is nice. So, actually that could be the store right there, that white building. I see, looks like a gas pump, so fingers crossed. I'm just looking to see what they have and just, you know, I don't care if it's an ice cream sandwich and a Monster 8 or something like that. I'm just, you know, part of the hike. Alright, that was a nice little break. Heading back, I don't know if it was exactly half a mile. They said it was, but it wasn't that bad. You know, I'm gonna get back in the trail and get going. Could still bust out a 20 miler. Talking to an older fellow there, he's hiking, he does section hiking. He's like, you know, the Shenandoahs will be in about another 200 miles or so. And he says, you're gonna love the Shenandoahs because, you know, they're not flat like a freeway like everybody thinks, but they said there's restaurants everywhere, there's resupply everywhere, it's right off trail. He says it's great for just getting your stuff and going. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what I want. Get and go. So that was a whole construction site. So they said that's in the 200 miles or so. It's in the 800s. So I'm at 610 now. A couple of weeks. We'll be in the Shenies. Too funny. I just realized I pulled a Popeye. I used my last Mountain House yesterday, and I meant to keep the bag because I got mashed potatoes today I'm gonna make, and I emptied my trash at the store. I didn't separate that bag, so thankfully I have, I think, some decent Ziploc bags left over, and as long as they don't, leak through, I'll be good. Always got a MacGyver out here. All right, came out of the woods on the right, going back in the woods on the left. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Put in my Popeye stamp. There you go. So far we've been kind of paralleling this creek. Kind of nice. No shortage of water so far. Green tunnel is nice. Only downside to the green tunnel is, you're limited in views, but in the summertime, this will be great. I won't need my umbrella. I wouldn't put it out with this low-hanging stuff anyhow, but as we continue to follow the river, listen to the nice sounds, I'd love to have a site relatively close to something like this, but secluded enough where I could do a hiker shower at the end of the day. You got to be far enough away, for your soap and stuff. Even though it's earth friendly, they still recommend you be far enough away to do that, which I respect, so I'll do that. There you go. My Popeye bandana out. Shield me some from the sun. Feel a little bit cooler. Keep the shade on the neck. It's kind of pretty. I see some fishies. Butterfly. That was kind of cool, wasn't it? That's first time I've seen wildlife since I think the Smokies. I saw wild turkey yesterday, but it wasn't there long enough for me to get the camera up. But that was right in the broadside on the trail, so I stopped. Immediately grabbed the camera out. I was fortunate enough to get a nice shot of it. I tell you what, man. Today is probably the flattest day yet. So from mile 610 where the road is onward, been pretty flat and nice. But I went by Everready, or Energizer I think his name is, because he just keeps going and going. And he was saying there's a climb, because he's saying something about he was going to climb to the top and then find a place to camp, but I didn't check my guide. I usually don't, because I figure if there's a climb, it's just going to happen. It really doesn't matter whether I check it or not. And ahead of me, can't really see it from here, but there's a bit of a climb. But we'll take it as it comes. Yeah, there you go. There's a nice campsite. Check out why. Got your own swimming hole. Nice and clear too. A lot of places you could camp here. Goes pretty deep. You know, you can get in there for a nice swim. Get some of the funkitude off of you. That's feeding into it. Look how perfect that is for a water source. Put your bag right there, fill it right up. So I think I just figured out why sometimes, even though I'm holding my camera horizontal, that I end up with some sort of a vertical picture. And it's because I'm looking at my numbers. They're on top now where they should be instead of on the side. So I noticed that when I was getting ready to take the video of the bridge crossing, that the numbers, you know, it shows you how many seconds you've been videoing, was on the left side. And so I immediately went to trash it, and it showed me that that's exactly what I was doing. So, Wapiti Shelter, Appalachian Trail. So now that I know that, I can keep an eye on that. See if we can eliminate that, because it's irritating. Well, it's almost for a flat day. That's been a long uphill, no switchbacks. So I'm kind of flat back as I try to regain my breath. I'm not sure if I'm heading up there today. No telling at the moment. Big rocks. Big view. Now, as you can see, or you can't see, the day went south really quick after the nice easy morning. And now it's going to be near 5. Water sources have completely disappeared. The next water source is at the shelter, and then there's a couple of weak streams past that, but it's been all the slate, rock, just junk for miles. You know, of course, throw the uphill in, and it just wears you down. Go from having a really great day to just, you know, that, not a cloud to sky, so it's one of them deals. I knew I shouldn't have said anything how good it was going. So I don't know if I'm gonna stay at the shelter or just camel up and keep moving. We'll see what time it is, because it'll be pushing my 6 o'clock cutoff time. I just don't like staying at shelters. Alright, it is probably getting close to 5:30. I hydrated and cameled up at the shelter. A little pipe underneath the decking. It's a nice shelter. It's new, got a nice deck on it, and there's a privy across the trail. But all I wanted to do is make sure I had enough water, so all 3 bottles are full. And I filled my belly. I still have room to put water in my CNOC bag if I want to do that. That's, you know, a couple of liters there, easy. I think 2 liters. So we'll see how the streams are ahead of me, but I'm supposed to be camping area like a mile ahead. The problem with those is they're usually like tent cities, and I'm not interested in that. So because I got water in my belly and on my pack, and the trail seems to be being nice, I may keep going. That being said, there's a campsite there, and I could take it. I don't think somebody else would take it. They could put a tent there, but that's a little slopey. I don't know. I'll probably keep going. I'll probably regret it, but I'll keep going. Ooh, this one right there, that's even better.
That's all, folks.